Welcome back to Brass Tacks. Today we're kicking off chapter 4 of Orwell, and things are really starting to heat up. In the last episode, we wrapped up chapter 3, uncovering some surprising connections and new layers to Thought's network. Now it's time to dig even deeper and see what chapter 4 has in store for us, so let's dive right in. Episode 4 Memory Hole. So far, we've been piecing together the lives of Thought members, uncovering their plans and trying to understand their true motivations, but chapter 4 feels like it's about to change the game. Let's see what new revelations awaits us. Oh, back again, I still can't believe what happened yesterday. We get the perpetrator of the bombings, everything looks that way, but at what cost? I mean, did we do the right thing? Flagging Miss Maternova as dangerous? Did we kill her in the end? I wish you could talk to me at least this one time. Speaking into this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. Worst of all, as you found out, Abraham Goldfield seems to have incited and planned the assaults. We need to get him today. There must be some lead on we have overlooked. There must be some lead on him we have overlooked. We'll keep observing all others in case we learn something new. Alright, here we go. Symes is giving us a lot to work with here. Looks like we're going to have to move quickly to stay ahead of the situation. Let's go ahead and look at Nina. Multiple homicide. When prompted to surrender, the suspect instead shouted out aggressively while producing a firearm, aiming at one of the executing special agents. The suspect then opened fire, wounding a special agent on the left shoulder. In defense, special agent drew his pistol and returned fire as the situation briefing had already suggested to proceed with extreme caution. The suspect was hit in the chest twice, causing her collapse. An ambulance was called, but the paramedics were unable to resuscitate the target. Time of death was announced at the scene. Let's go ahead and start listening to Juliet's call to Harrison while we're looking at other web pages. It's a gym. Okay, we don't really care. Rainstorms in Bonton. I keep wanting to say Boston. Alleged perpetrator of Bonton bombings dead. Listen, I don't like the reports either. We needed to cover the fact that this happened somewhere in the public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes their truth and ours have to divert for the common good. Investigative success in Bonton bombing case. Alleged perpetrator killed in her apartment. Explosive devices discovered. The LaCroix shows relief. Wait, there was explosive devices? Nina M., alleged perpetrator of the Bonton bombings, was honorably discharged in 2011. Perpetrator of the recent attacks across Bonton is dead. A special forces team stormed the flat of Nina M. yesterday evening after evidence suggested that she was the lead suspect in the case. When confronted by the special forces, Nina M. drew a firearm and fired at police. The team returned fire, killing the suspect in the process. Upon searching the apartment of the deceased, special forces uncovered nearly half a dozen additional homemade explosive devices, which Nina had created with easily accessible chemicals, hardware, and military equipment. Investigative forces have indicated that the military-grade equipment belonged to Nina M. during her military service, which she was allowed to keep when she was dishonorably discharged in 2011. Whether this might pose a motive for Nina M. to commit assaults is only speculative at this time. Upon receiving the news, Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix showed relief. Our endeavor to find this evil individual has finally been crowned with success. I have never had any doubt about the capability of our investigative methods. This concludes a dark chapter in the history of Bonton and all of the nation, Delacroix stated. Alright, let's see what else. Overview. Overview still warrant and difference but concerned one. When it's still letting us click on stuff like we haven't clicked on them before. Alright, now let's go at people. What exactly are we missing here? Nothing, I guess. Harrison's timeline. Alright. Okay, let's just go back to their call. Yeah. O'Donnell speaking. Harrison, this is Juliet. Isn't this your office number? You working on Sunday? Working on Sunday. Look, as much as I appreciate that I am once again so important to you, I'm a bit in between things. Saturday, Sunday, she sure works a lot, but then again, so do we. Harrison, Nina is dead. Dead. Quit bullshitting me, not fun. Take a look at the TNB if you don't believe me. She's been associated with the Bond and bombs. I can't believe it. Nina is a stupid piece of why no hell. There's more. I spoke to her yesterday. She called me. I've never heard her so scared. Said she was being tracked by someone and needed to skip town. She just wanted to let me know what was going on in case anything happened to her. Then she packed a few things and went on her way. She did message me about someone tracking her as well. Thought it was this hacker who screwed with our page, but did she tell you? She suspected someone to be wiretapping her call. She wasn't exactly willing to talk about it. I don't know for sure, but I think could have been the police. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. How long until they discover the connection to us? They might be listening to this very call as we fucking speak about Nina. Why would they? We didn't do anything, or did you? No, damn, but it's become blatantly obvious those government assholes are trying to set us up. Wow. The bombs were exactly where we held our protest, and those letters with the song Abe obsessed about. Seems to be the natural reaction. They must be setting us up because we didn't do anything for sure. I almost understand it, almost. And now you tell me you have been in contact with Nina just yesterday. Pretty much the proof they've been waiting for. We're cooked. Huh, you really believe that the government has it in for us? I thought you and the government were best friends forever. Now, after reading your opinion pieces, for what reason would they be after us? Why now? What did we do? Speak up against them one too many times. The fuck do I know? We should seek help just in case. Help was gonna help us. Joseph Langan might be worth a shop. Who? Santa's lawyer, don't you remember? A freaking lawyer? What do you want him to do? Bust law enforcement and the government. He understands the situation. Abe also knew Joseph. I talked to him recently, but really, Jules, they make the laws, they break the laws. We will need to speak in a language they'll understand, not in one they own. They know each other very well. This could be the new lead. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. Yet another person in our database because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? You have clearance to proceed. We are going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check all sources. Other than that, focus on hints to Abraham Goldfeld's. He's the center and the crux of all of this. Okay. So I take it you've got a much better plan, huh? We need to get the people on our side, turn things around. Abraham knew that. Yeah, you're right. He didn't know that. So now you're set on miraculously achieving something that Todd spent 1.5 years attempting. This is not about Todd. This is me defending myself. Well then, what's your defense plan? There's this guy. Goes by the name Initiate. Might actually be a girl. Who cares? Look, this hack on the Todd blog. It was a very elaborate hack. Our site is super safe. I'm not an amateur. That guy, girl, whatever his skill, and Initiate mentioned having no sympathy for the government. You're gonna trust a random hacker who targeted Todd simply because he said he doesn't like the government. Why would he first threaten us and then work with us? Leave it to me, just persuade, Initiate with ease. Imagine the possibilities with our own hacker. Okay, you know what? Have it your way. I'll have it mine. Arguing like the good old days. Is your illest still Jules Kerr? Jules Seeker might be more secure than calling each other. Yeah, it is. Let's get going. There goes my chilled Sunday morning. My mind is still spinning around. What happened to poor Nina? Watch yourself, okay? What are you worried about me? Jules, I didn't know you still. I don't know. Bye, Harry. Join forces, wise ass. Okay, so Harrison is trying to recruit, Initiate, and Todd. Oh, and I click on it by accident without reading it. Well, oh well. Let's go back to Joseph Langley. So he's new. Their involvement with Todd seems minor on the surface, but you never know. Sometimes the smallest players have the biggest impact, so let's start digging into this gentleman. Has own law office in the city of Bonton. Graduated Stelligan in 1992. I don't like that picture, so I'm not gonna upload it. Okay, this portrait is good enough. I'll upload that one. And I have already read this out loud. And then his page. Joseph partnered up in a loft with Catherine Delacroix, former business partner, criminal defense attorney. Well, I didn't even know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. So far, so good on Mr. Langley's background. Or on Mr. Langley's background. Excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know right now are his connections to Abraham Goldfields and possibly other members of Thought. Spent a year abroad in Argentina. Military service in the Army of the Nation in 1983. I doubt that means he has any combat experience. Well, I'm just putting in whatever we can. Building a profile. Successfully defended Elwood Hendricks in a lawsuit in 2010, hurting the Secretary of Transportation. Yeah, I remember perfectly well. No way anybody missed the case at that time. That was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly, it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Okay, and we have his number, his work phone at least, his email, and office address. Alright, that's it for that. Now let's go over to, that's a text message, and this is an email. Has been requested by unknown persons to deliver information on the Abraham Goldfields. Are you kidding me? Is this our hacker friend again? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Hello, am I talking to Joseph Langley? Hello there, yes you are. And who would you be? I'm Juliet Cassandra's friend. We spoke a couple days ago. Yes, of course, Juliet. How can I help you? By the way, I heard from Cassandra. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. Honestly, I don't quite know where to start, really. That's good. Where is she? It's not so good. She got arrested. What? Why? I was informed Cassandra has been taken into custody. Apparently, they have new evidence regarding the attack on that officer. Now, and let's go back to Joseph Langley. What information can we get from this one? I had an important meeting on Thursday. Okay, anything else? No. I tried to call immediately, but they claim she didn't want to talk to me. That's their official statement. Where did they suddenly dig up new evidence from? I have no idea, but I've just had it with their shenanigans. It's just so annoying that I can't talk to her. I've been trying to every president I know to get into contact with her. Joseph, this sadly aligns perfectly with another incident. You probably read the TNB today. You mean about the Bonton bomb's perpetrator? Yes, the woman that died, Nina. She was a friend and also a member of our group. Thought, oh no, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It's okay. You can possibly have known. You're right. This is very troubling. Okay, while we wait for them, let's double check others now. To think of it, Abraham asked me for a favor. Someone called Nina once quite some time ago. Alright. I hope it wasn't this Nina. Might well be. I doubt Abe knew. Oh, a favor for Miss Maternova. This could be important. Follow this lead. Okay. Might well be. I doubt Abe knew many other people named Nina. What was the favor about? Oh, it was just small thing, nothing of importance. I just spoke to Harrison, another member of our group. We agreed that police might be investigating us next. They might be onto everyone in Thought now. They might lock us up straight away. I mean, can they do that? Well, we'll wait for that. Let's look at this. Now we have his PCUID. Oh, there was one thing I need to mention. The head engineer warned me that apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry though, this issue has now been fixed. Okay. It's well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need a solid indication that you're at all involved in the actual bombings. Although honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes a solid indication these days. Is there anything we can do that you can do? Maybe, Juliet. I appreciate that you have come to me. It really is worrying, and I would take this on immediately were it not for Cassie. I made the mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this. Joseph, Nina is dead and she got shot. There's no telling if we're next. If I'd be in that situation, I would be trying to get my girlfriend out of there too. Oh well, I need time to read into some more specialized codes of law again, write some emails, see if there is legal limbo in basically anything I can do for Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something that might help you as well. After all, these cases seem connected. It's all I can offer. I hope you understand. I do. It's kind of a relief. Thank you. I wish I could do more. I will let you know. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Juliet. Initiate member of a group called Dot. He's a member already? Why didn't we find any hints at his history with Dot then? Points out security flaws on timeline. Okay. That's his birthday apparently. Kinda old for a hacker. Perhaps he's a little green alien living in a swamp planet. Oh yeah, it's 2017, 1912. So he's acting because he finds this entertaining. Can you explain to me what's entertaining about the facing and breaking stuff? Okay. I got a glimpse into Rose. I was at Rosen. Of course he would have gone there. Everyone I know is remotely into tech or programming wants to work there, which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns and only very few people ever get permanent contracts. And his silent scream is root. Alright, let's see. Anything else? No? I'll deliver information. Agree to submit information on thought to unknown persons. Okay. I didn't expect him to give in so easily. Let's wait and see if see where this goes in the next time he talks to members of Thought. Okay, the only thing left now is to look into his PC. Nothing in his trash. Nothing in his browser history. Supports the Children of Parties Foundation. Okay, we kinda don't care about that. Conflict with unknown data chunk. Hobbyist fisherman. Yeah, let's look at his office mail. Okay. Visual case part 2 sent due to missing capabilities. Bank account information. Feedback on your request. Financially troubled. Business isn't running so well, it seems. Too few crimes, I suppose. You must be doing something right. Considered laying off Miss Winters. Ugly, but not our concern. Well, I mean, could give motive. Dear friend in dubio. Ask Joseph. Oh, now we're friends. Maybe this friendship is worth investigating further then. Ask Joseph Lange for ongoing financial support for Nina. Okay. Ask Joseph Lange to defend Cassandra. He might have supported the bomb's perpetrator. We have to investigate this further. Look for hints if there really was an ongoing financial support. Okay. Has been defended legally, and so the circle is complete. Has been defended legally by Joseph Langley in the case. Alright. So this is why they knew each other. Abram Goldfels was his client, which raised the question, what was this case about? Okay, that's all we can get from his book. Let's look at his bank account. $1,000 recurring donation. Aha, so there might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina after all. If you can find one last indication this might be meant for Nina, that would be enough for investigative custody. So I'm going to finish the board of our auctions over the years. Or... Then there is this recurring donation that's been going on for some time. I could respect it if you want to help out a friend or something, but you have to stop at some point, seriously. Hold on. What's the conflict? You know what? That's it. It's enough indication Joseph Langley might just be part of the terrorist plot, enough for investigative custody at least. I will prepare an intervention team. His office should be easy to locate. It might take some time for them to arrive though. Alright. Sundown Fishing Club. Gallery. Divorced. I don't think we should mess with Mr. Langley's private life this much. This isn't what we are after. I mean, I suppose so. Okay. Internal case file, the government versus Abraham Goldfelds. Okay. Had an employment contract with the government, started on March 15, 2013, sued over breach of a working contract with the government. Abraham Goldfelds worked for the government, are you positive? This is a true surprise to me. I've never heard his name here, never. Someone must know him if that is true. Why was he sued over a breach of contract? Inflicted by a medical condition. Dr. Daniel Lyons' position. This seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick for his work, tried to get out, was charged for it instead, and found guilty. Concerning the facts, the bombs are starting to look like a very weird kind of vendetta to me. High time we find Abraham Goldfelds.